Hey everyone, and welcome back to Talk Tickers. Today we're diving headfirst into RingCentral's Q3 2024 earnings call. And let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack. Get ready for AI, global expansion, and a potential shakeup in the contact center world.
It's a wild ride for sure. We've got the transcript, we've been watching the stock, and we're ready to break it all down for you.
All right, so rewind to November 7th, 2024. RingCentral drops their earnings.
And the market, well, didn't exactly pop the champagne.
Yeah, the stock took a bit of a dip, down 2.14% that day. But as any seasoned investor knows, those initial reactions don't always tell the whole story. Let's dig deeper.
Okay, let's unpack this. First up, a brand new CFO, Abhay Lamba. This isn't just some random hire, right? This guy's got serious experience with Bentley Systems, Amazon Web Services, even Gen AI investment.
Exactly. This is a clear signal that RingCentral is serious about AI. They're not just dipping their toes in the water. They're going all in.
So they're putting their money where their mouth is. Now, let's talk about the actual numbers. Q3 performance, how they do. They absolutely crushed the revenue projections this quarter. And it's not just their core UKS business. Unified Communications as a service, the bread and butter stuff, they're seeing incredible momentum from their newer offerings too, especially RingCX.
RingCX, that's their AI-powered contact center solution. Yeah. It seems like it's becoming their secret weapon.
It's a smart move. They're tapping into this huge demand for solutions that blend UKS and CKS. That's contact center as a service. For those keeping score, IDC research shows that over 80% of organizations want both. So RingCentral's offering a one-stop shop, and that's powerful.
Makes sense. Why juggle two systems when you can have it all in one place? Now let's talk about what really gets investors excited.
Profitability.
And RingCentral delivered on that front, big time. Not only did they exceed their profitability goals, they actually hit GAAP operating profitability this quarter. Plus, their free cash flow per share jumped a whopping 56% year over year. Music to investors' ears. It shows they're not just growing. They're growing sustainably. And, there's this myth floating around that voice calling is dead. Like, who even uses a phone anymore?
Right. But RingCentral is actually debunking that myth. They cited an IDC survey that found 78% of organizations still prioritize voice calling. So reports of its death have been greatly exaggerated.
Voice is alive and well, especially in the business world. Now, remember what everyone thought Microsoft Teams was going to crush RingCentral?
Oh, yeah. That was a big concern. But here's what's fascinating. RingCentral's actually turned this so-called threat into an advantage.
Here's where it gets interesting. Companies are using Teams for messaging, but they still need RingCentral's advanced phone features, that global reach, and those crucial integrations with CRM systems and other tools.
Exactly. They're not mutually exclusive. In fact, RingCentral closed a $1 million plus deal this quarter with a European healthcare provider who's also a Teams user. It proves they can coexist and even complement each other.
So it's not a zero-sum game. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, AI. Everyone's buzzing about it. But is RingCentral actually putting it to work?
Absolutely. They just made their RingCentral AI Assistant free for all their RingCentral MVP customers. That's messaging, video, phone, all bundled together.
Hold on. A free AI assistant. What can this thing do?
Get this. It takes real-time notes during calls, generates text for you, summarizes meetings, and even creates action items. It's like having a super efficient virtual assistant living inside your phone.
Talk about a productivity boost. I bet that's got people excited. But RingCentral isn't just playing in their own backyard anymore. They're going global. And their latest move in India is huge.
Massive. They're the first cloud provider to snag a pan-India license for both UKS and CKS. Think about it. Multinational companies who want seamless connection with their Indian branches. RingCentral's the only game in town now. It's a game changer, no doubt. India's a massive market with incredible growth potential. RingCentral's now positioned to capitalize on that in a way no other competitor can.
Okay, let's circle back to RingCX for a minute. We touched on it earlier. But it's clearly a major piece of RingCentral's strategy moving forward.
Absolutely. This is their weapon of choice for winning the contact center game.
And it seems to be working. They're winning over customers with that powerful blend of AI-powered features, omni-channel support, and seamless integration. It just works.
Plus, it plays perfectly with the rest of the RingCentral platform, creating this truly unified experience for users. No more switching between systems, no more headaches.
That's the beauty of it. And they're really pushing that land and expand strategy, aren't they?
Oh, for sure. Get your foot in the door with one product, then show them the value of the entire ecosystem. It's a classic move, and it's clearly paying off.
They shared a great example of this. a North American tire manufacturer who signed $1 million+ deal for not just RingCentral MVP, but also RingCX and RingSense.
That's their conversation intelligence platform. It's like having a superpowered analyst listening to every customer interaction, pulling out key insights, and helping you improve your entire operation.
Triple play.
Yeah.
It shows the power of that integrated suite. They're not just offering individual products. They're offering all solutions.
Exactly. And they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk. RingCentral actually moved their own customer service team, over 1,000 agents, to RingCX.
That's huge. It's one thing to say your product can handle that kind of scale. It's another thing to actually do it yourself.
Right. It's a powerful testament to their confidence in the platform. And they did it cost effectively, with no major disruptions. Talk about a strong message to potential customers.
Now there's another partnership we need to discuss, Verint. Why is this a big deal?
Verint is a leader in workforce engagement management, or PUEM, and CX automation. By partnering with them, RingCentral gets access to these top-notch solutions, allowing them to compete for even the biggest, most complex contact center deals out there.
So they're leveling up their game even further. It's like they're assembling this all-star team of communication solutions.
Exactly. It's about giving customers the most comprehensive and powerful tools available, all under one roof.
RingCX might be stealing the spotlight right now.
Right.
But let's not forget about those other promising products in their portfolio.
Right. They briefly mentioned RingSense, which already has over 1,200 customers and is growing rapidly. And then there's RingCentral Events, which added over 100 new customers this quarter.
It's a diverse portfolio, and it shows they're not afraid to innovate and explore new markets.
And they're smart to leverage partnerships to expand their reach. We're talking about global service providers, those big names like AT&T, Vodafone, and TELUS, as well as their massive reseller network.
That gives them incredible market access and customer diversity. Speaking of big goals, remember that ambitious target RingCentral set earlier this year? $100 million in exit ARR from new products by the end of 2025.
They doubled down on that goal this quarter, expressing confidence in their ability to reach it. They're on track, and they're showing no signs of slowing down.
And just to clarify for our listeners, ARR stands for annual recurring revenue. It's a key metric for SaaS companies because it shows how much predictable revenue they're generating. And that, my friends, makes them very attractive to investors.
It's all about that steady, reliable growth. And RingCentral seems to have found the formula.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but before we wrap up, it's time for our favorite segment.
This is not financial advice.
That's right. We're about to step into the realm of pure speculation, so please don't take this as gospel. Just a little food for thought.
Right.
All right. Ready for that wild idea?
What if RingCentral spun off RingCX as a separate company? Think about it.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
RingCX is already making waves in the enterprise space, and those AI-powered features are giving them a serious edge. It's got all the makings of a high-growth SaaS superstar. Imagine the valuation it could command on its own.
That's a bold move. But it's not entirely crazy. It would let RingCentral double down on its core UCaaS business, while giving RingCX the freedom to really take off.
Exactly. It could unlock a ton of value for investors. Again, this is purely hypothetical, not financial advice, just a thought experiment.
Just something to chew on. But it does make you wonder what the future holds for RingCentral. They're clearly at a pivotal moment, and we'll be watching closely to see what moves they make next.
It's going to be an exciting ride, that's for sure.
This has been a deep dive into RingCentral's Q3, and it feels like we've only scratched the surface.
There's so much to think about. The AI landscape is evolving at warp speed, and it's going to be fascinating to see how RingCentral continues to integrate those advancements into its products.
And can they really pull it off? Can they become the dominant force in both unified communications and the contact centers? That's a bold ambition.
It is, but they've got the pieces in place, the technology, the partnerships, that global reach. It's all there.
It's a classic disruptor story. They're shaking up the industry, pushing boundaries, making bold bets.
And as investors and tech enthusiasts, that's exactly what we want to see. It's going to be a wild ride, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on another Talk Tickers Deep Dive. We hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of RingCentral. Stay curious, stay informed.
Yeah.
And as always,
this is not financial advice.
Until next time.